Okay. Wait. Person. Uy. Ahem. Ahem, ahem. Walang mic? Walang mic. Talaga? Super delayed naman ito. Ay, nangyari. Talaga. Ano yung gagawin ko? Anong Oh, bakit ako nandito?
So, Holmes, what are we doing?
I don't know. I forgot. Kind of like, okay, the wood painted this color. It almost looks like sleepy. I'm back from. Okay, kaya ko to. 215. I don't know what that is. Ay, asan ako? Nasa Buckingham Palace na. Okay. Siguro kailangan kong kausapin tong mga.
Mr. Holmes, the Prime Minister is in the White Room on your right, at the end of the hall. His orders were that you should be shown in immediately.
Saan daw?
Mr. Holmes, the Prime Minister is in the White Room on your right, at the end of the hall. His orders were that you should be shown in immediately. Mr. Holmes, the Prime Minister...
On your right. Dito. Wala namang right. Uy, at the end of the hall.
It would be considered an act of treason to enter without having been invited, undoubtedly subject to banishment to the Australian colony.
Leave me. I don't want to see anyone. In any case, I'm not decent.
Oh. So, what do I do then? Sabi dun, pakainin yung
Mr. Holmes, the Prime...
Mr. Holmes?
Closed.
Hi. Who are you guys?
Ah, what good fortune! Here are Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson. Enter, gentlemen.
If the Prime Minister will permit, will the gentleman be joining you for breakfast?
No, thank you. We have already eaten, and we are pressed for time.
Upon reading your letter, gentlemen, I understood that the request for an audience with Her Majesty had something to do with the burglar on the loose in London. I reacted immediately, even though I am unaware what the target of the next theft is. I also did all within my power to optimize the security surrounding Her Majesty. That is to say, absolutely nothing.
What?
Indeed, my power is non-existent once the threshold of these walls is crossed, and I've run up against an insurmountable obstacle regarding how to set up the security system surrounding Her Majesty. Her Majesty herself.
Have you at least explained to her?
She didn't even deign to receive me. Her Majesty is in a miserable mood for some reason or another, and is refusing an audience to anyone. Despite everything, I'm staying here. If it proves that she changes her mind and rules the affairs of the country from this room. All of my councillors are at the four corners of London to represent me. I even have one in the Chamber of Lords to see if Parliament can oblige Her Majesty to receive me.
This could take days, and we don't have days.
It's the best that I can do. So, Holmes, what can this Frenchman be after?
I'm not certain, but I believe that it has to do with Her Majesty herself. He will likely approach her, perhaps even be within earshot.
That is out of the question. We cannot take that risk.
Of course, we must prevent him. Tell me, what is the odour emanating from the stain at the bottom of your trousers?
Oh, that. It's Robillard, Her Majesty's companion's dog. Leamunda is adorable, but her dog is devilish. I arrived early this morning and dozed off on the divan. This abject creature woke me up in his own way. Watch out for this little demon. He has access to the whole palace and hates everyone. I've sent for another pair of trousers, but I have the impression that they'll never arrive.
Is there anything that we can do, Prime Minister?
You most certainly can. Find me some trousers without further delay and convey the letters. The addresses where they were dropped off are marked on the envelopes. A coach can be found in front of the palace. It's at your disposition.
Very well.
My dear Watson, you've become a public official of the nation. I won't join you despite the prestige, as there may yet be a way to dispel Her Majesty's bad mood, and gaining some precious time in doing so.
Good luck, Holmes. I will return to my work and await the blessed moment. Tell me, Watson, what are you waiting for? A royal escort?
Asan yung kasama niya?
Pardon me, Prime Minister. Could I trouble you to borrow your glasses?
Beg pardon? My glasses? Are you nearsighted also? Now I understand the magnifying glass. Take them. I'll take a break. But don't break them, understood?
Understood. Yes, understood. Nahihilo ako sa ganitong ano. Something. Fine, let's go out. Let's go outside.
We're on duty, sir. We don't have the right to speak. We're on duty, sir. We don't have the right to speak.
Kapag nag-speak kayo mamaya. Ay, bukas na.
Excuse me. Chauncey, sir, at your service.
Here, I understand that Her Majesty is cantankerous today. Would you happen to know why?
I'm sorry, but I am not authorized to comment on Her Majesty's moods. In fact, no one is.
Be advised, it isn't idle curiosity that compels me to ask this question. The reason that I, Sherlock Holmes, the great English detective, is here as well as the Prime Minister is because Her Majesty is in grave danger. The danger is imminent, instigated by a man of Machiavellian twisted tendencies who is deprived of all sense of morals and scruples. Furthermore, he is French.
French?
Indeed, and all men who will have worked to protect Her Majesty in the face of this peril from across the Channel shall be seen as true patriots, a soldier in the image of the valorous English warriors who, weapons in hand, struck down Napoleon. Go, my friend, join our forces and march alongside. Now speak.
The facts are that Her Majesty quarrelled with her companion and confidant, Lady Leamunda. The dispute concerned a gift that Her Majesty gave to Leamunda.
What was the gift that Her Majesty gave to her companion?
A doll's house. Lady Leamunda's personal chef and servant girl were terminated immediately, but the affair wasn't settled for Her Majesty, and the two have not yet reconciled. I don't know anything further.
Perhaps I could speak to Lady Leamunda?
She, too, is refusing to receive visitors.
Why?
Thank you, my friend.
Who you?
Lord Robillard categorically refused the breakfast that I brought. That has put him in a rotten mood also, and Lady Leamunda is in a state.
This is the worst that could happen. I've just thrown the remainder of his meal into the refuse. Impossible to remake it. Deirdre, go to the butcher's and get something raw. Demons seem to love blood.
Now, tell me, what is so special about Lord Robillard's food?
Indeed, I don't know. But he doesn't accept anything but. I would pay dearly to know the recipe. I believe that it contains chocolate.
Eh? Chocolate
Thank you, my friend.
If you will permit me to withdraw, sir.
I must prepare Lord Robillard's, that is, Lady Leamunda's dog's meal.
Okay.
Jamaican bananas. I must know which ingredients to use.
How would I know? Uy. Gulo tayo. No. Red. Ay, yellow, green.
Closed. Swiss chocolate from Romandy. Ah, this must surely be the recipe for the dog's food. In a pitiful state, the cook must consult it often.
The Lord's meal. Prepare thin sauce with... Ayan na yung pangalawa. Pangalawang icon. Sticker. Tapos may add photo. Naran? Ay! Special skill. With... My goodness. Okay. With equal proportions based on 3.5 ounces of margins. That of woodland strawberry jam from Japan. 40% of anchovy extract marinated in honey. Kakaloka, I have old mustard diluted with cooked wine vinegar. Add vegetable powder to something. Usual components. That's it, pansit.
Empty. Sausages. I must know which ingredients to use. Sausages. I must know which ingredients to use. To the side, a strange mix can be found that was recently put there. I recognize the color of certain foods. To figure out the composition of this mixture, I will need a powerful magnification. To the side, a strange mix can... To figure out the composition of this mixture, I will need a powerful magnification. To the side, a strange... To figure out the composition of this mixture, to the side, a strange mix. To figure out the composition of this mix.
Ah! Ganun pa!
There is something here. Phew, what a foul odor. There is something here. Phew, what a foul odor. Sausages. Sausages. Marinated anchovies. This may prove to be useful. Woodland strawberry jam from Sapporo. Mustard prepared with vinegar.
Ano sabi? Nine? Yes. A tenth of Woodland strawberry jam from Japan. Oh, strawberry lang to eh. Hindi mo ito strawberry jam eh. 40%. A half of mild mustard. Oh my god, liwa-liwaw. Paano ko malalaman yung 40%? Ah! I'm sorry, 40%. Tapos, 10, 10%. Is that right? Ah, okay. Ah, okay. Sorry. Back. Ngayon, thin sauce. How? Yes, meron na ako niyan. So, balik tayo.
Jamaican bananas.
Kailangan ko ba ng Jamaican bananas? Hindi naman yata. Ah, ito pala. Aray ko! Aray! Sakit?
Empty.
closed.
Yes, done. 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 Ah! Okay. Sila yung pag-aanuhin ko pala. Yun. Tama ba? Yun ba? Kailangan isa-isa lang. Lahat sila dapat equal. Dapat equal. Pero kailangan kailangan yes, tama. Ah! Dito dapat Yeah. Kaya nga, di ba? Bakit ko pa binalance? Kasi nga 50% so dapat yung basehan. Ano? If my God. Bakit? Ilan nga yun? Nakalimutan ko. Dapat pala nilista ko. Ayun, 3 mustard. 3, 6, 9. Pero, hindi naman 1/4, hindi naman 2/5. Hindi naman 1/4. Okay, gets. Ay, hirap mag-math. Ay, ang kulit naman. 4:1. Ulit. 2 anchovies. Okay. So, hindi ako magaling sa math. Pero gusto ko munang intindihin bago. Nabasa ko na, pero gusto ko intindihin. Ah, so, mm, So, ito. 1:1. Kailangan. Bakit hindi ganito? 1, 2, 3, 4. Kasi hindi sila papantay sa mustard. Eh, 4 yung ano, kung 4, kung 3 yung mustard, tapos 4 yung ano, and 9. Kung dadagdagan ko pa 'tong isa, 1, 2, 3, tapos kung 6, 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Bakit? Wait nga. Wala tuloy ako. Wait. 4, 4, 8, 16 nga. Okay. 1 nga. Okay. Tapos, ipapantay ko lang, di ba? Add mustard seeds to the other side until the scale balances. You'll need 50 na. Done na. Ngayon,
Elementary.
it's elementary. Hindi ko makita. Oh my God. Ngayon, ano gagawin ko?
refused.
But you aren't Deirdre.
Your powers of observation are stunning, my lady. Indeed, I am not Deirdre. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am...
The new cook.
Not quite. Firstly, where can I place this meal?
Put me lord's breakfast at the foot of his bed. But, oh, I can't let an unknown person into my chamber. Good God, what will happen to me?
Nothing serious, my lady. In fact, I'm here to help you.
How do you know that I am in need of help? Help from a tall, distinguished man with a very long nose.
My lady, my flair for detection has nothing to do with the size of my nose. As for the help that I intend to provide, it solely concerns the dispute between yourself and Her Majesty.
Oh, don't talk of that. She will no longer speak to me. It's not even my fault. Oh, no.
It's not?
Why does Her Majesty reproach you?
3 days ago, she gave me the lovely dollhouse that you see there. It was made specifically for me by the royal cabinet maker. It's magnificent, isn't it?
Indeed,
Yeah.
the little candles in the chandeliers emphasize the lovely colouring of the dolls.
Yesterday, she came to see me in my chamber and noticed that 4 of the dolls were missing from the house. I wasn't even aware, but
You know,
Deirdre,
also-
who had wrapped it, confirmed the fact. These dolls are precious, and Her Majesty, was angry and told me that I didn't take care of the gifts that she gave me. I questioned my staff, my maid and my cook, to no avail. I had them fired and thought that would suffice for Her Majesty, but no.
Alrighty.
What the dolls look like?
I don't even know. All I know is that there are 4 less boys than girls in the dollhouse.
I go.
Please calm yourself, my lady. I will see what I can do.
Oh, many thanks, sir. Thank you. If you find them, you will be handsomely rewarded. I will prove my gratitude, even if it means...
Save your gratitude for when I have solved the case. Water.
Water. Hmm.
Water.
Yeah. I love an accident train.
Yes, I am listening. I'm all yours.
Closed.
Oh, that, I mean,
Closed.
How can I be of service, sir?
Tell me, Deirdre, you were in charge of wrapping the dollhouse that Her Majesty presented to Lady Leomunda. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you swore to Her Majesty that certain dolls were missing. Do you remember which they were?
Not exactly, sir. But I must say that when I recounted the dolls and noticed some were missing, I found that there were much less with ginger hair than before.
Thank you, Deirdre. Goodbye.
oh, someone made it on. This is some grass, right? Mm. Mm. What to do next?
Closed.
Why? Why is it closed?
It would be considered an act of treason to enter without having been invited, undoubtedly subject to banishment to the Australian colonies, or worse.
Saan siya pupunta?
Yes, I.
Hindi ba ako makakayoko? Wala bang jump dito? Jump, brothers.
Water.
Ano meron sa water? Ano nga ba yung dapat kong gawin? Ah, less orange ginger. Less ginger.
Thank you for the new pants, Chauncey. Holmes, my glasses, if you would. Are you finished with them, and were they of any use?
Here they are, sir. Indeed, I needed them to prepare a rather horrid mixture which is adored by the most temperamental lodger in the palace.
If the Prime Minister will permit, I would like to thank Mr. Holmes for saving us from Lord Robilar's wrath. If Mr. Holmes would happen to remember the ingredients for the mixture...
Truly, Holmes, I owe you my thanks. I had more than enough of listening to the howls of that However, I knew him as a pup. He was very gentle, nothing like the tyrant that he has become.
What provoked this change of temperament?
I haven't the least idea. Chauncey?
It seems to me that the fluctuations in my lord's mood began 3 years ago, after a visit of my lady's nephew, the young Lord Gwenders of Crudel.
Ah, yes, that angelic little redhead.
So, ibig sabihin,
What happened at the time?
My lady was so happy to see her nephew that she ignored my lord during the week that Lord Gwenders was here. My lord roamed alone from room to room, he who was so used to having my lady's complete attention. And the day came when...
I remember. The yappy little thing was completely out of hand, or rather out of paw, trying to separate Lady Leomunda from her dear nephew, without success.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question for Mr. Chauncey. Tell me, my friend, did you notice Lord Robillard engaging in any strange behaviour in the past 3 days?
Other than the Prime Minister's pants, nothing more than usual, sir. But I don't notice everything.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question for Mr. Chauncey. Tell me, my friend, did you notice Lord Robillard engaging in any strange behaviour in the past 3 days?
Other than the Prime Minister's pants, nothing more than usual, sir. But I don't notice everything.
Yeah, I know. Regular yung...
Need to charge.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Ay, talaga. Ay.
So, Holmes, any progress?
Such a...
Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm aware that you are on duty, but I am on a special assignment in the service of Lady Leomunda. She entrusted me with a specific investigation, and I must question you both. Please note, in the case of a successful outcome, she has promised her gratitude to all those who have helped. She specifically mentioned that her gratitude would extend to...
At your service, sir. At your service, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen. I do believe that Lady Leomunda's companion, the pint-sized Lord Robillard, has access to all of the rooms and halls of the palace. Now, would you have seen him acting erratically these last few days? Say, in the past 3 days?
Yesterday, my lord piddled in my boots.
No, I was referring to events clearly out of the ordinary.
The day before yesterday, while we were on duty, my lord was rummaging about behind this suit of armour. When I bent over to see what he'd found, my bearskin fell, and my lord attacked it and near tore it to pieces.
Thank you, gentlemen.
So, Holmes, any progress?
Summer, summer, summer,
This may prove to be useful.
Mm.
Yes, sir?
I have no reason to go there.
I thought
This hole is dark and seems quite deep. I must find a way to see what's inside. This hole is dark and... This hole is dark and seems quite deep. I must find a way to see what's inside.
no. Mm,
So, Holmes, any progress?
not at all. I need. Like this. Ah,
So, Holmes,
Is Lady Leamunda satisfied, sir?
Water.
Yes, I am listening. I'm all yours.
yeah.
My lady, I must press you further. Have you noticed any strange behaviour from Lord Robillard these last few days?
Why do you ask such a question? Oh, I see. You think that my little lord picked up the scent of the robber and wanted to warn me. I was so blind. Oh, my sweet lovey-dovey.
Indeed, that is one possibility.
Well, I seem to remember Lord rummaging in the garment chest that you see over there in the corner. He isn't supposed to go near it, as it contains ceremonial garments that I never wear, and it is very dusty. In addition, only my personal maid is capable of opening it, and that's in order to air it out from time to time, but I dismissed her.
Why is it complicated to open?
I decorated it myself, but it dates from Henry VIII, you know. He of the cupbearers, the maniac for security, blah, blah, blah. If you try to open it, don't ruin it, please.
I promise, my lady. Thank you. I must leave you, my lady.
My door and everything else will be open to you. Yes,
One must insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism.
Star?
One must insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism. No, one will suffice. This hole is dark and seems quite deep. I must find a way to see what's inside. I need something. This hole is dark and seems quite deep. I must find a way to see what's inside. I need something. I think I can make out the reflection of a porcelain face. This spear could be useful, but in order to recover the doll without damage, I would have to bend the end to form a hook. I think I can make out the reflection of a porcelain face. This spear could be useful, but in order to recover the doll without damage, I would have to bend the end to form a hook.
What do I need to?
I need something.
Yes, sir?
Hmm.
So, Holmes, any progress?
No progress at all.
Closed.
Yeah, come on.
Sir?
And you swore to Her Majesty that Sir...
Not exactly.
My apologies for interrupting you in the midst of your duties. Would you have witnessed Lord Robillard engaging in any strange behaviour within the past 3 days?
Oh, my lord is a bit waggish and makes strange around people he isn't familiar with.
You must know him well. Has he added a new trick to his repertoire?
Why, yes. Now that I think of it, my lord usually has a right fear of chimneys because of the fire. However, yesterday morning I found him with his paws and his snout full of ashes. The fire in the white drawing room was almost out. I cleaned him as quickly as possible, despite his protestations.
Thank you, Deirdre. Goodbye.
Closed.
In the white storeroom? Oh, what the?
Empty. Closed.
Very cool.
Excuse me, would there be a clamp hereabouts?
Hold on. It just so happens that my cousin, one of the royal plumbers, came here yesterday to take care of Lady Leamunda's pipes, and he forgot one.
Lady Leamunda's pipes?
I meant to say the plumbing of the bathtub in Lady Leamunda's room, sir.
What's wrong with the bathtub?
It no longer drains, sir. Normally the water drains in no time once the stopper is removed. In fact, with the force of the water, there are occasionally a few pink bubbles or even some hair that rise into the kitchen sink.
Eh?
Do you know when your cousin will return?
He said it will take 2 days in order to insert a custom-built auger to unclog the pipe, sir. My lady's maid told him that she saw my lord coming out of the empty bathtub. He would only have left 1 or 2 long hairs, if any.
Unless it was something else. Thank you, Chauncey.
My pleasure, sir.
Ano sabi niya?
I need something. Here's what I've been looking for. Best to keep my discovery a secret for the moment. If the dog got his paws back on this doll, who knows what it would do?
Is Lady Leamunda satisfied, sir?
Satisfied, so.
Water.
Yes, I am listening. I'm all yours.
I'm all yours.
Closed.
So, Holmes, any progress?
Oh.
A pile of ashes to the side. I can see what seems to be a miniature hand coming out. It will take hours for the fire to extinguish, and pouring water over it will fill the whole palace with smoke. I must find a tool to get the doll out of there. A pile of ashes to the side. These coarse tools risk damaging the doll. I'll need something more delicate.
Sir?
Sir?
Thank you, Deirdre. Goodbye.
Yun. Baby. Baby. Some people have wings, some just don't everything. Siyempre, marami kang
Empty.
kakilala.
Empty.
Hindi mo kakilala. Oh, wow.
Closed.
Rings, some just everything, but everything means nothing. Nahilo na ako.
Water.
Water. If I ain't got you, yeah, yeah. Sunshine. Ano ba? Ano bang gusto mong gawin ko? Wala na akong mahanap na char. Saka meron dito. Ay, sorry. Hindi ko lang yung lyrics kasi. I got you, baby. Sa... Ahaha, kala mo ah. Ay! 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 Wala na akong mahanap. Ay, baka na kay ano. Baka dito. You guys have... Ay! Ano pala eh.
So, Holmes, any progress?
Yeah. I got you with me.
Yes, sir?
Baby. Tama. Everything, but everything means nothing. I ain't got... Ay, may pasok pala ako. Ah. Ay! Ay, naka-ano naman, nakadamit naman. Hindi, wala yun. Kaya ako nga dinamitan. Hindi. I got you with me.
Need to charge.
Hmm. Ay, napuli ako. Ay, oh well. Who do I report this to? I don't remember. I don't
Sir?
remember. Sir?
Could you please clean this doll?
Certainly, sir.
Thank you.
At your service, sir.
Nothing is how I remember. I got you with me. Certainly so. At your service, sir. Wow. Oh my gosh. No, Andre. Tissue, tissue. Gulat.
Water. Water.
Water, what about it? Yeah. Aw.
No, I can't do that. No, I can't do
Why?
that.
Why not?
Closed. Water.
I can't do that. What do you need? Ay, di pala. Where's my other phone? I have murder.
There is something here.
Nothing in this. If I don't have you. Complete 20 matches. Napakadami naman nun. Ooh.
There is something here.
What do you need then? What?
One must
What?
insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism.
Ay, baka kailangan ko itapon. So, no? 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 Damn.
There. All of Lady Leomunda's bathwater is still in this barrel. It is
Alrighty.
far too heavy. I cannot lift it.
Okay, and what? What? What do I mean?
It is far too heavy. I cannot lift it.
Why would I want to lift it? Why?
Closed.
Bakit kaya? Ano para saan kaya? Ito kaya? Kaya yan. Ay! Ah,
No, I can't ask him to lift a barrel. No, I need someone stronger. Listen, can you help me shift a barrel?
At your service, sir.
Elementary.
Is Lady Leomunda satisfied, sir?
satisfied, sir? Kuntot naman ni
Empty.
Sunshine. I got you No, no, there's nothing like this. No, ingay, ingay, ingay. Kulit naman ang buntot ni Sunshine, oh. Kulit yarn. Rattan Dragon.
I'll await Her Majesty's orders.
So, Holmes, any
Good
progress?
Ah!
One must insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism.
Kasi na, give me a star. Close the door. Ingay. I'll close the door, may.
Yes, I am listening.
Alright, alright. Uy, may pasok ako. Aww. Ay! Hindi ako nakatingin. My apologies, sire. What?
Empty.
Pala hinihintay. Naku po, mapahuli ka. Kapit lang, 5 seconds. Huwag kayo magpapapatay. Sinabing huwag magpapapatay eh. Pusak. Ayun. Okay. So, what's next? Deirdre, where are you? Where are you? Uy, ba't nila iniwan to?
It would be considered an act of treason to enter without having
Ay,
been invited,
ano ba?
undoubtedly subject to banishment to the Australian colonies, or worse.
Pusa, nagamit ko yung ano. Naku po.
It would be considered an act of
Sige na,
treason
sige na.
to enter without having been invited, undoubtedly subject to banishment to the Australian colonies, or worse.
Ay, so ano nga yung kailangan kong gawin? I forgot.
Yes, sir?
I really
I have
don't
no
know.
reason to go there.
I'll await Her Majesty's orders.
Ay, shh. Huwag mag-away. Ay, pusa. Sorry.
Yes, I am listening. I'm all yours.
All yours. All yours. That's good.
One must insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism.
Star. Star. Should have a star. Where can I find a star?
Closed.
Excuse me.
So, Holmes, any progress?
What star? Don't look at me like that. What star? Star, star, what else is one star?
Closed.
Look, may skin ako. Ay, wala. Anak ko lang.
Hindi mo pa nabibili sa Smash Bros.
Hindi pa ikaw na binili na? Okay.
Matik,
Hindi ko pa nabibili. Kulang pa 5K pa lang ako.
kailangan magtatapos yung season. Ano?
31 days pa naman. Siguro nga kasi nakaano na ako. Ilang days pa lang naman ako naglalaro. Tapos, naka 5K na. May Patrick Star pala?
Oo,
See? Paano yun? Paano siya makuha? Ah,
hindi ko gagawin nila yung mahal. Diba? Diba yung ginawa ko
ay, okay. Siguro nga. Star, star. Watashi wa star. Ay, wait. Ano nang kailangan kong gawin pala? Ito na ako. Henry the Eighth. Mention of him in the room. What room?
Closed.
Room niya?
So, Holmes?
Sino yung kausap ko? Henry the Eighth.
Yes, I am.
Listening. I don't know. Ayun.
This piece is actually a puzzle, and all the pieces detach easily. One must insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism.
Ano gawin ko dito ngayon?
One must insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism.
Ah, nausog ba to? Hindi. Star. Star. Star? Ito, star. Ay, hindi. Eh, ito. Star. Star. Kapag tinanggal ko, kapag, kapag tumibok ang puso, kapag tinanggal ko,
Elementary.
Why, these are my dolls.
Indeed, my lady, here they are. Two are somewhat damp, but they are all completely intact. In the future, for their own safety, put them up high or lock them up. You should also consider rehiring your servants, as they weren't to blame for the dolls.
Thank you, sir. You are a savior. How can I ever repay you?
There is a way. You can use your influence with Her Majesty to ensure an audience for myself as soon as possible. Here's my card.
Certainly, sir. I will go straight away to beg her pardon, and I propose that you return this evening. That will give me enough time to improve her mood and deign to receive you.
Many thanks, my lady.
Surely you aren't telling me that you had to rummage through a waste bin in order to find the leftovers from an infernal...
My lord, my dear Watson, within these walls you must say my lord.
I wonder if you aren't mocking me, Holmes. I find it hard to believe that Her Majesty enjoys living in an environment so queer.
What do you know of our monarch, Watson? What do we really know?
Mr. Holmes, the Prime Minister is in the White Room on your right, at the end of the hall. His orders were that you should be shown in immediately.
Mr. Holmes? Holmes?
Good evening, gentlemen. Well done yet again, Holmes. The reconciliation between Her Majesty and Lady Leamunda has had a wonderful effect, and we shall be received momentarily.
shall be received momentarily.
Is Her Majesty safe?
She is in her chamber, and the palace, as well as the gardens, are crawling with guards. Did you notice all of the checkpoints on the way here? An army couldn't get to her.
Mga
You'll have to excuse me for a moment.
Ano yung naisip mo pag ganito? Yung nakikita mo. Kunyari, ano lang, out of nowhere, may nakita kang ganyan. Ano yung...
England. United. Ano yung sabi? Ano na dyan sa living behind it? Dialogues.
What do you think, Holmes?
Let's go.
It would be considered an act of treason to enter without having been invited. Closed.
Ala,
Closed.
ala.
Closed. Closed.
Sinaraduhan na ako.
I have no reason to go there.
We're on duty, sir. We don't have the right to speak. We're on duty, sir. We don't have the right to speak.
Ulit. Why?
Has something come up, Holmes?
No. Ay, ito pala.
Her Majesty and yourself are finally reconciled?
Ah, yes, and all thanks to you. I explained to her that you desired an audience, and she has granted your request. She will receive you and the Prime Minister, but she will not tarry by calling for Chauncey to fetch you.
Farewell, my lady.
I am at your disposal, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Owens. Ew. Sige, let's go.
It would be considered an
Ay.
act of treason to enter without having been
Akala
invited.
ko ba?
Undoubtedly subject to banishment to the...
Hindi pa pala
Has
tapos.
something come up, Holmes?
I'll await Her Majesty's orders.
What? What now? nakita ko na yun. Ay, ito.
The rug was wet in a number of spots. I don't recall having wet it while empty in the bath.
Yeah, true that.
We're on duty, sir. We don't have the right to speak. We're on duty, sir. We don't have the right to speak.
Does that tell you anything, Holmes?
Has something come up, Holmes?
Yes, I am listening.
Can you assist me, my good man?
Does his lordship wish to inspect another refuse bin?
Ay,
Why is the carpet in the hall wet?
On account of a gift that Her Majesty received from Lady Leomunda, it was soaked and water was dripping from it for the duration of its carriage.
What did it consist of?
I haven't the least idea. The object was
naku,
wrapped.
si Lupin na yun.
Thank you, Chauncey. The rug was wet in a number of spots. I don't recall having wet it while empty in the bath. The rug was wet in a number of spots. I don't recall having wet it while empty in the bath. It would be considered an act of treason to... Closed. Closed. Forgive me, my lady, but I just learned that you offered a gift to Her Majesty.
Yes, I wanted to present Her Majesty with a gift to thank her for the dollhouse. But what a tragedy. It mustn't work any longer. Those nitwit workers dropped it in the moat and had the dickens of a time getting it out. They were so endearing that I couldn't be angry. And it's true that it's quite heavy.
Ay ho.
If you would tell me, my lady, what is the nature of the gift that you presented to Her Majesty?
Well, it's a very rare piece, but I have to admit I don't know much about it. I enjoy frequenting the shops, and a very lovely antiquarian approached me and drew my attention to this masterpiece, as he called it. Oh, he knew what he was talking about, and his manners were so...
But the masterpiece, what was it exactly, my lady?
Well, as Her Majesty's watch was broken, I wanted to give her something to tell the time. Thus, I bought her this clock which she gladly took to her chamber. You know, a French grandfather clock. Pomtoise, or was it comptoise? The antique dealer said it was made by one of the originators of the genre, the Paillet brothers.
Wait, my lady,
Paillet
that name
brothers.
suggests
Sabi
something to
nag-charge
me.
ako.
Could
Sinarge
it be...
Okay lang? 80. 90 ba dapat? Asa na yung ano ko? Power bank. What name is Sherlock thinking of? Ay, ulit, sorry. Ano yung tanong? I really have no idea. Mayet. Mayay.
Mayet?
Yes,
Mayet.
that's it. How did you know?
Watson, Prime Minister, quick, sound the alarm. Lupin is in the Queen's chamber.
What made me accept this infernal contraption? Tomorrow I will have it carved into kindling for the fire.
If Her Majesty will permit, I would rather avoid risking death yet again in what Her Majesty calls this infernal contraption. I was able to hold my breath long enough to avoid drowning, but that wouldn't help me against...
The hangman?
Your Majesty understands well. My fate is entirely in your hands, like so many others. My intentions are not hostile. In fact, they are quite the contrary.
They are what, then?
Many times I have found myself in a similar situation, and the words came naturally, because they flow from my spirit, which has fain been called poetic, lyric, and imaginative. Words. Nothing but words and rhetoric, often to an end above reproach. I stand before you, after having risked my life, and still risking it in what I had until now only considered a game. The words won't come to me because the game is over. The words that I should say to you won't come because they are buried deep. These fragile words that are frightened of emerging, these words that come from the heart. The words that I know I owe you, Your Majesty, my Queen, my love.
Believe me, madame, if I was to steal something, it would only be a kiss.
You won't be stealing anything. I will give you a kiss willingly.
Kalokohan.
Open up, Your Majesty!
Is all well, Your Grace?
Break down the door!
Your subjects are there, and so ends my gallant game, and, with them, my life. But these precious seconds are the lifetime. Show them, Arsène, how a French gentleman in love behaves.
And continue to amuse yourself.
Your Majesty, are you going to...
Hush up, you impudent plodders. Who do you think you are to speak in my presence without having been asked? Look at you, a bunch of incompetents, covered in titles and stripes. You are supposed to guarantee my safety and that of England, which amounts to the same thing. In the end, I had to defend the place myself.
But, Your Majesty...
Suffice. Even the most compassionate of monarchs cannot be permitted to excuse the vermin. Chauncey, have the royal luggage prepared. We will withdraw to Windsor presently. Leomunda, you will accompany me. And you, silence this bell before I have an overwhelming urge to decapitate it.
You and I, Lupin. Elementary. This is how Lupin vanished. Here I am in the cellar of Buckingham Palace. All of these odds and ends must represent what remains of the sumptuous gifts given to the crown throughout centuries. The wood of this statue is intact. It must be quite heavy, but it's possible to lift it slightly. Nothing special here. This organ is dilapidated, but the steel tubes are made of a resistant metal. None were damaged in the fall, and they haven't oxidized over time. Nothing special here. Lupin must have hooked the lock, but it closed behind him. This grille isn't in good condition. Will it yield through force? Traces of moisture. Lupin passed here. I have no reason to go there. The ground here is slightly sloped. Nothing special here. This organ is dilapidated, but the steel tubes are made of a resistant metal. None were damaged in the fall, and they haven't oxidized over time. Nothing special here. Nothing special here. Nothing special here. The ground here is slightly sloped. Lupin must have hooked the lock, but it closed behind him. This grill isn't in good condition. Will it yield through force? Lupin must have hooked the lock, but it closed behind him. This grill... Lupin must have hooked the lock, but it closed... Lupin must have hooked the lock, but it closed behind him. This grill isn't in good condition. Will it yield through force? Lupin must have hooked the lock, but it closed behind him. You and I, Lupin. It's done now, but Lupin knows that someone is after him now. Lupin, he's there. These shanks are from the lock. The opening mechanism of this grill seems to be quite sophisticated.
Ang gagawin ko? Twelve plus two equals equals I don't understand. Equals um ano to? C? Meron ba? C. Minus C. What is C 100? Minus 7. So ito, L. Ano yung L? May L ba? 50. So, 12 plus 2. 12 plus 2. 14 minus 52. 40. Wow! Thank you po.
Yung babae niyo yung pusa ko.
Eh, baba. Atom, baba ka muna. Atom. Baba ka muna, Atom.
Okay na yung 300 pesos natin.
Yeah. Tama na nga to. Kaso yun ako, ilang oras pa ba ito? Gusto ko na matapos. Hindi, sige. Tapusin natin ng konti. How about you? So,
Oh.
Talaga. So, siguro VT siguro. Dito siguro, um, M. Ay, hindi. Baka X din. Walang M? Parang imposible naman. Uh, ah, C. C is 100 nga. Minus 8. 12. 100 minus 12 plus hirap naman. Ay, may clue pala. Sabi na eh, alam ko. Yun nga yung ginagawa ko. Mm, mm, hindi eh. Mm, -12. Plus siguro 'to. Wala namang M, eh. Ay, hindi pala pinapahid. Hmm. Sorry, sorry. Kaya. However, to 12 plus walang V. Ay, may V. Ito pala V to. Ay, hindi. Kaso V is 5 lang. V. Ba't mag-isip ka? Kaya man. Mhm. Hmm. Kaya ba gamitin lahat to? Plus 4. C. 12 plus 12 plus 52. Ah, 12 plus 12. 76. 4 to eh. 76. 100 minus. Wala mo maging 24. Oh, 4. 12. 100 minus 12. 76. Plus, minus natin dati. Kasi walang ibang pwedeng i-minus. M ba yan? Minus 12 is 88. Minus 12 pa ulit. Eleven na lang. Minus 11. Mm, 77. Four. Ay, baba. Baba. 100 minus 14. Kaso magiging plus nga siya talaga. Kasi, bakit? Kung nga, 91. M ba to? Magiging M. B. Four. Ay, anong gawin natin itong 102? 102 ba yan? Oh, 127. 100. 127. Kailangan maging 14. 19. Ah! 19. X 4. Ah, hindi pwede. Eh, 12. 14 to. Uy, 14. Minus 9 13. Ah, hindi pala. Shoot. Aba. 14 na lang, 14. Kaso ano to? Ah, ano yung D? 500. L. Meron ba akong pwedeng gawin L? Here? Kung gagawin ko itong 100. Kung gagawin ko yung 50. Ganun ulit, no? 12 plus 13 plus 52. 77. Minus 4. Eh kung ano? I know that. No. 81? Wala.
Oh,
May ano yan? May 20 ba? Wala. XX lang. Hmm.
hmm.
Seven. Ako na mag-isip. Ay, pusang alaw. Oo nga pala. Pwede palang ganun. Ay, shut up. Nakakainis.
Open.
Ay, pusya. Nagulat ako sa biglang nawala yung ginagawa ko. Hindi ko man na na-complete ng ano. Tama. Ay. Anyway, ito na. Nakatakas na siya. Tagal ko siya. Katakot naman to.
All of these objects are ancient. They must be from the Norman era.
From the what?
Closed.
Hey, Adam. Adam. Why?
No,
Why
I
is it?
can't do that. This part is in poor condition. The bow of this Norman longship is very heavy and seems quite sturdy.
Kukunin ba natin?
The bow of this Norman longship is very heavy and seems quite sturdy. This part is in poor condition. Closed. The bow of this Norman longship is very heavy and seems quite sturdy. This part is in poor condition.
Oh, no.
This may prove to be useful. The bow of this Norman longship is very heavy and the bow of this Norman longship is... This part is in poor condition. Closed. This may prove to be useful. The bow of this Norman longship is very... This part is in poor condition. I must have made a mistake. Time to think. This part is in poor condition.
don't know. Saan ko siya pwedeng gamitin?
This part is in poor condition.
Ano ba chain?
I must have made a mistake. Time to think.
At kaya nga, iniisip ko nga dapat dito, di ba?
No,
Ayun!
I can't do
Ay!
that.
Dito pala. Ay! Eh, ano?
No, I can't do that.
Why? Dito.
No, I can't do that. No, I can't do
Why?
that.
Ayun pala. Susangalo.
I must have made a mistake. Time to think.
What's next? Ano to?
I must have made a mistake. Elementary. I need something. No, I can't do that. This part is in poor condition. I came down a level. I must find a way to get back up. This collection of costumes is magnificent. All are in excellent condition. This bagpipe is capable of releasing air under great pressure. That can surely be of use to me. Nothing special here. It's part of an Indian totem. It's part of an Indian totem. It's part of an Indian totem.
Ay, ito pala.
It's part of an Indian totem.
Bag. Ay, may tubig. Saan yun?
Nothing special here. It's part of an Indian totem.
Ngayon?
It's part of an Indian totem.
Ah. Ay. Talaga. Ay, ito.
This may prove to be useful. These footprints are too blurred to gain any information.
Yeah.
It's part of an Indian totem. It's part of an Indian totem. These footprints are too blurred to gain any information. It's part of an Indian totem. There is something here. It's part of an Indian totem. It's part of an Indian totem. It's part of an Indian totem. I must put these pieces on the ground in order to better piece this totem together. No, I can't do that. I must put these pieces on the ground in order to better piece this totem together.
Tatanggalin ko.
Ito sa banyo kasi. Nabutas ba? O ano?
I must put these pieces on the ground in order to better piece this totem together. No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that.
Why not?
I must put these pieces on the ground in order to better piece this totem together. No, I can't do that.
Why? Ah.
It's part of an Indian totem. I must put these pieces on the ground. Elementary.
Apologies.
Nothing special here. Elementary. Open. This grill is closed, and there's no hope to force it open as it's inside. This may prove to be useful.
Salamin.
This may prove to be useful. Nothing special here. I need something. I need something. I need something. Nothing special here. I need something. I need something. I need something. I need something. I need something.
Like what?
I need something.
Okay.
Nothing special here. I came down a level. I must find a way to get back up. I need something.
What do you need?
This may prove to be useful. I need something. I came down a level. I must find a way to get back up. I came down a level. I must find a way. I came down a level. I must find a way to get back up. I came down a level. I must find a way. With this system, I can see how the rope is attached. This grill is now closed by a chain attached to a rope that is stretched and attached somewhere in the room above, but out of my vision. I must see to what it is attached.
Sige.
With this system, I can see how the rope is attached. Open.
Interesting.
A new message. What now?
Her Majesty is nevertheless safe. It wasn't without difficulty, but I managed to get her to accept a triple retinue. It's strange, but something has changed in her since this incident. After her understandable anger, she seemed incredibly serene, even playful. I've never seen her like that. When I left her, she was dreamy. Regardless, nothing happened to her, and that's all that matters to us. I have placed an additional 12 of our best agents amongst the staff at her country residence. My goodness! Intruding into Buckingham Palace like that! That Frenchman isn't lacking in daring, and all for nothing, it would appear.
How is that? Lupin went through all that trouble without succeeding? Perhaps this will put an end to all this folly.
If we are to believe the calling card that Lupin left for me in the basement at Buckingham, it would appear he accomplished his aim, although he didn't specify what that was. Furthermore, he seems determined to bring this whole enterprise to completion and commit his last theft tonight. If he succeeds, we will have lost a fifth battle, and with it, the war. National humiliation is in the offing, our Waterloo.
Holmes, how can you be so defeatist? You haven't clearly explained how Lupin managed to escape from the Queen's bedchamber and the palace, but he seems to have had a fair bit of luck yet again. It can't last forever. In addition, we are English and must claim what is rightfully ours.
Well put, Dr. Watson. As courageous as he is, I assure you he took nothing from his quick pass through the Queen's bedchamber. Either way, there was nothing to take. The bedchamber, like Her Majesty's lavatory, are models of austerity. As for the crown jewels and other adornments, they can be found in a steel cage at the other end of London. Lupin is nothing but a braggart. A trite cat burglar who got incredibly lucky and will soon find himself shackled at the ankles and wrists in one of the dankest cells at Dartmoor. Tell me, Dr. Watson, what do these phrases mean, and where must we go in order to put an end to this masquerade?
Tama na, tigilan na natin ba? Sorry. Goodbye.